Imagine staring at the night sky, endless and silent, and wondering if out there, someone or something is staring back. Not just a spark of light in the void, but eyes, faces, bodies, something that looks human. We've all seen the depictions. Gray-skinned beings with oversized eyes, tall, thin figures that somehow resemble us. In pop culture, in alleged abductions, in the countless sketches floating around the internet, aliens are always human adjacent. But why? Why is it that when we imagine the unknown, it looks eerily familiar? Picture this. Since the dawn of science fiction, our alien neighbors have been suspiciously humanish. Whether it's Star Trek's Vulcans, or the Greys in abduction stories, or even the Blue Na'vi in Avatar, they mostly stand on two legs, have arms, a face, a head, just like us. Why? Part of it comes down to relatability. Our brains are wired to recognize faces and figure out others. It's how we empathize. As some sci-fi writers and theorists have pointed out, creating an alien that feels like us, but different, gives the audience something familiar to latch onto. At the same time, practical stuff matters. Budget, production. As one Reddit thread put it bluntly, because it makes writing relatable stories much easier. Giving every alien race a broad and complex set of props and cosmetics is expensive. If you're making a TV show or movie, slapping some alien makeup on a human actor is way cheaper than building entirely new life forms. Let's take a quick trip through the evolution of alien aesthetics, because it's not just random laziness. There are real historical forces shaping how we imagine extraterrestrials. Number 1. Early sci-fi and literature. In old speculative fiction, aliens were sometimes very weird. Take A Martian Odyssey, 1934, by Stanley G. Weinbaum. One character, Tweel, is explicitly non-anthropomorphic. Weinbaum wrote him to think as well as a man, but not like a man. That's a bold move for early sci-fi, not just humans in funny suits. Number 2, mid-century cinema and TV. As cinema matured, humanoid aliens became the norm. Why? According to Britannica, alien encounters in fiction often reflect themes about humanity itself, and using a human-like form helps drive those metaphors home. Number 3, modern blockbusters. Even in high-budget films, humanoid aliens dominate. James Cameron's Avatar is a prime example. The Na'vi are tall, blue, and slender, but fundamentally human in form. Designers took inspiration from dreams and mythology to make them alien, yet deeply familiar. On the other hand, some films push against that. Look at District 9. The alien prawns are insectoid, creepy, and very non-human. But even their designer admitted they kept a human-like posture so the audience could relate. That's a deliberate choice. And then there's Prometheus, Ridley Scott's prequel to Alien. The engineers, these godlike humanoids, were modeled after classical sculpture. Even Michelangelo's David. It tells us something. Sometimes aliens are made to mirror us or to be us in some aspirational or philosophical way. Why do we keep looping back to humans when imagining life beyond Earth? Well, there might be a few layered reasons. Firstly, cognitive bias. Our brains evolved to detect faces, intelligence, threat, basically to relate to other humans. We naturally default to anthropomorphic forms because that's what we know. Next, narrative convenience. When aliens are humanoid, they can speak, act, and feel in ways we understand. Makes storytelling easier. Or maybe it's budget constraints. As mentioned, it's cheaper to cast a human in prosthetics than build a totally alien monster. But it can also be a cultural reflection. Aliens often mirror our fears and hopes. A non-human alien can still be a metaphor for the other, but using a human-looking alien makes the metaphor sharper. Decades ago, The New Yorker noted that pop culture aliens often reflect social or political anxieties. And then there's a philosophical angle. Making aliens too weird risks losing audience connection. As one Redditor put it, we do only have a sample size of one for life with human-level intelligence. It's a relatively safe but unimaginative bet to copy and paste the human form. Not all creators stick with the humanoid template. There are some wild, creative exceptions. Forbidden Planet, 1956, had the monster from the Edé, invisible, psychic, fully alien Prometheus, throws us a curveball. Some of its alien creatures are biomechanical, strange, and non-human. But the engineers, who engineer life itself, are sculpturally human. Designers like H.R. Geiger went full alien weird. The xenomorph in Alien is terrifying, biomechanical, elongated. Yet, the decision to cast a very tall, thin human actor reinforced a humanoid structure. These examples remind us, sometimes human-like aliens are a choice, not a necessity. Here's where it gets trippy. The dominance of humanoid aliens isn't just in fiction, it spills into real-world UFO lore too. People who claim alien encounters almost always describe the same type of gray humanoid. Big heads, small bodies, huge black eyes. Why? Cultural feedback loops. We've seen so many humanoid aliens in media that when people imagine or interpret experiences, their mental image defaults to that human design, shapes how we perceive the alien. As the psychologist Carl Jung might argue, the alien becomes part of our collective unconscious, not just a creature from space, but a symbol of otherness made in our own image, the philosophical core. At its heart, the why do aliens look human question is more than design or budget. It's about identity. If aliens are just humans in funky costumes, what does that say about us? Are we projecting our own fears, hopes, and cultural myths onto the cosmos? By imagining extraterrestrials as humanoid, perhaps we're not exploring them, but ourselves. On the flip side, what if truly alien life exists, and it looks nothing like us? If so, would we even recognize it? Or would we dismiss it, because our cultural templates can't hold something that alien? Let's walk into possible reasons, in a more speculative way. Maybe intelligence converges. In evolution, certain body plans, 2 arms, 2 legs, upright posture, are highly efficient for tool use, communication, and resource gathering. Some scientists suggest that, on other worlds, intelligent life might evolve along similar lines. Maybe aliens are hybrids. What if advanced civilizations intentionally engineer themselves to be more relatable for cross-species communication? Or maybe what we call aliens in UFO lore are a reflection of our own myth-making, our collective desire for something other, but not too other. Here's something to think about. If an alien species visited Earth and looked totally non-human, like a floating cloud or a network of lights, would we even trust it? Would we accept it as intelligent? Or would we reject it because it's too alien? Until next time, keep questioning, keep searching beyond the structure of what you know.